welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Portales has the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Good coverage by the kick team. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line. It's one of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course, the Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more yards and touchdowns than anyone else in the league.
Well, now we get a chance to look at last year's MVP, and, you know, a long and storied career, a Super Bowl champ, one of the all-time greatest passers that we've seen in the NFL in a long time, and now he adds MVP to his long resume. And, you know, it's hard to believe there's a lot left for Matthew Stafford to accomplish, but here he is at this stage of his career playing the best ball of his career. He's with one of the best coaches in history of the game, and Sean McVay, and if I was him, I think I'd keep playing too.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
You know, Mike, I think it's funny, you know, you look at this Rams offense, and they have so many good players that it's pretty easy to forget about Kyren Williams, but he's quietly been one of the best backs in the league over the last 3 seasons, rushing for over 1,100 yards each season. So, tell you what, when he runs the rock well, it just seems to open up everything else.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a man in motion left. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I promise you all week, as they built this defensive game plan, Mike, they knew exactly where he was going to line up on every snap. And based on where he was in the formation alignment, they were going to have certain checks and calls to build their coverage from him, then to all the rest of the eligible receivers. So they're going to have eyes on him. They're going to have bodies in space. There's going to be contact at the catch point, because if you just try to guard him with one guy, he is a nightmare to deal with.
17 yards that time to number 17.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A pitch comes to Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. They'll run with Pura. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on third down. That's going to be caught. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. His kick is perfect. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Drake May, year 3 for the 3rd overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. Runner-up for the league MVP a year ago and the 2nd youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's got a man. That is Kayshon Boutte. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And off it is Henderson heading left, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
May to throw on 2nd down. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
You know, Mike, the signing of Romeo Doubs, it surprised me a little bit. I always thought he was a good player, but when you look from a production standpoint, never went over 750 yards in any season back with the Packers. And here's New England going out of their way to go out and sign him. So clearly believe he can take that next step and become a big-time weapon for him.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So here we are early in the game. Both teams are matching field goals, kind of feeling each other out. Is this going to be a high-scoring game, a low-scoring game? Once they get a feel, I wouldn't be surprised to see both offenses try to start opening things up.
On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Christian Barmore on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
He'll get this to Kyron Williams. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 12.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. We're back to Foxborough after this. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd down, it's Stafford. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Right side, complete to Nakua.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
15-yard line.
Patriots heading out. There's a look there. Long-time, multi-time, and successful offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Josh made his return to the Patriots a successful one last year, helping to guide the young quarterback Drake May and take them to the AFC Championship. He takes off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 39-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard. From out of the gun, here's May. The left side, he's got Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
This will be 2nd and 9. To throw is May. He'll get this out to Henderson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4. May to the air once more. That complete to Henderson. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will take a 6-3 lead. So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Poona Ford is there to bring him down. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now, May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
In motion goes Dobbs. 3rd and short. And here is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go again here with Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down. In some rhythm, the drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action, Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will tie the game at 6.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travion Henderson and the rest of this New England offense set for their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. On 1st and 10, here's May. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Eli Rebrand. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
14 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is May. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's Dobbs open left side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is May. To the left side, and is hauled in by Booty. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Here's May again. Right back to Booty. They go to him again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. To throw again is May. He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Come to the line for 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll get this out to his running back. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
That's
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score. Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slops.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the gun, here's May. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to grab a late lead.
Yeah, so that's an important kick right there. In a game here late, you go ahead, you send your kicker out there to take the lead, and now all eyes turn to your defense. Can they get out there and get a stop and come away with this win?
On the return, here comes Corum. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the veteran, Matthew Stafford, and the rest of the Rams. Down 9-6, 2:07 to go. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Stafford to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Williams. He's trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. And they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's Williams. And not much happening again. Lost the yard, in fact. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. On the ground, Williams. Nothing doing again. Stoned in the backfield. The defense has held. It is 4th down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to force overtime. This one is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. So overtime is coming up, and why don't we give you a quick refresher of the rules. In an exhibition game like this, each team still guaranteed a possession, that we know, although any defensive score ends the ball game. Each team gets 2 timeouts, but a slight change from a regular season game. We're not handing out any ties here. These 2 teams are going to play on until we get a winner. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6-yard pickup.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll run. It's Henderson. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They gonna look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
That one was headed towards Romeo Dobbs.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing right side, that's taken in by Booty. He'll get this up close to a first down as he stopped just shy of midfield.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and short, and here is May. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Patriots ready for the punt, and he's on for a big one here in overtime. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They put Adams in motion. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Stafford now on 2nd down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on 3rd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. So it's a win here for the Rams. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Foxborough.